Morning, beautiful people. What do I mean by stick a fork in me? Well, I've kind of mentioned before in a few posts that I'm shocked I made it through last year upright. Insane. In the last 6 months, I guess it's been a little longer than 6 months, but I've dealt with a kid's suicide attempt and then his surgery prep. There was a lot of doctor's appointments in Denver, a lot of therapy appointments. Not to mention the surgery itself and recovery during the holidays. I quit smoking. I got engaged. And while that in itself is a beautiful event, it comes with its own set of difficulties with him living in there and me living out here and trying to figure out a way we can be together. The holidays. I was taking 2 to 3 classes a week and have been for the last year, on top of working full-time and dealing with all this stuff with the kiddo. I quit my job, started a new job. Yeah, that's about it. So all those crises left me just fried. And then every now and then a little glimmer of hope comes through. And for like the first time in years, and I'm not even kidding, years, ever since puberty hit, my kid has changed. And it's probably because he no longer felt comfortable in his own body. You know, and I didn't realize, I guess, how many people judged the decision we made to let him go ahead and go through with surgery. Because he is so young. But most people don't live with this kid and don't see on a day in and a day out base the kind of deep, dark depression, the demons, the completely not feeling comfortable in his body, and everything that he's done to counteract that with binders and Packards and, I mean, you name it. You know, and really he's shown signs of this his whole life. They just weren't very blaring signs. But then once it came out, you know, you could kind of look back through time and go, oh, that makes more sense now. So every now and then, thank God, you know, the universe throws you a little bit of a bone after you've gone through all that crap. And like the last couple days, my kid has actually been corresponding with me, like I said, like he hasn't in years, like more one-on-one, like personable, human level, instead of crisis after crisis after crisis after crisis after crisis. You know, he's actually texting me, "Hey mom, how's your day?" You know, asking me questions about me. He seems more open, he seems happier, he seems more comfortable in his skin. You know, and I think I speak for most parents out there that they would gladly go through the fire and back in order to give their kid a piece of peace, right? For him to feel comfortable in his skin. Thank God we live in the times that we do, that insurance, you know, helps pay for top surgery at the age of 15, that, you know, he's been on testosterone for the past 2 years. You know, people don't think I came about this decision lightly. You know how hard it is for me to see my kid stick himself every week? The surgery, the drains, the pain, the discomfort. I mean, I don't know. Anybody who thinks that this is any kind of a phase, obviously, I mean, I just, you know, bless their soul. Oh, bless your heart. They've never been through this. And, you know, I just highly encourage folks, get curious, lean in, ask questions. Most people would rather have you ask questions about the situation than have you come up with your own story, own set of judgments, own set of fears, own set of projections any day. I would love it if one of my family members would have asked me more questions. For the most part, most of my family, I found out, are actually pretty supportive. I talked to one the other day that this was the first time that it dawned on me that somebody might not be okay with this, and that was one of them, and I was kind of shocked. And the whole time I'm like, I've been right here. Why didn't you ask? You know, I could have told you. But people, I don't know, they make up their story and they're comfortable with it and they take the ball and run with it. You know, it is what it is, and people are going to do what they're going to do, and I'm going to continue to love them regardless. I guess the whole point of this is just after this last year, I'm celebrating. My kid's alive, and he's happy, and he feels good in his skin for the first time in many, many years. And what a blessing that is, and how blessed that we are that we could do this for him. Thank you all for being witness. Thank you all for those that did ask questions and show support. I can't even begin to tell you. It may seem like little stuff, but it all adds up. And I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. This tired mama is starting to get some life back, starting to feel like myself again, which is good, because that's the other reason I actually stopped doing videos. I mean, up until last week, I was 220 pounds. It's like the highest I've been since I gave birth to him 15 years ago. So that was probably another little reason why I stopped doing videos, is because, I don't know, I was carrying my own little level of guilt and shame and embarrassed, not wanting to be seen. And I'm not doing this, please, I don't want a whole bunch of, oh, you look great, or blah, 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 blah. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm just trying to be real. But the truth and the heart need to speak no matter what the vessel looks like. You know, whether it's overweight, underweight, black, brown, blue with yellow polka dots. And I need to be okay with that. And I need to continue to live my truth. And my truth is putting stuff out there for you folks. So thanks for listening. Stay tuned.